The factory slept. Once it had been filled with laughter, the sound of tiny feet running down the bright yellow hallways, of toy trains clattering on tracks, of soft music chiming from every speaker. Now it was quiet, cold, forgotten. Dust drifted like snow through shafts of pale blue light seeping from cracked windows. The air smelled faintly of metal and sweet plastic, the ghost of joy long gone stale. Broken toys slumped in the corners, their abundant eyes staring through the dark. And there, walking down the silent corridor, was Kissy Missy. Her pink fur was dulled with age, her long limbs moving with an eerie yet graceful motion. Each step made the metal grates sigh beneath her. Her blue bow was frayed, her smile a little crooked, stitched too tightly, as if trying to hold something broken inside. She paused beside a flickering light. It buzzed and sputtered, illuminating rows of posters on the wall. Playtime is forever. A hug a day keeps the gloom away. Kissy stared at them for a long time, her reflection trembling in the glass. Then she pressed her palm to her chest, right where her heartbeat should have been. But there was only silence. Somewhere, deep inside the factory, past the assembly halls, the testing loops, the sleepy corridors, something had been taken from her. Something that once made her feel. So she walked and searched and waited. The stillness broke with a groan of metal and a dust of cold air. She heard a door creak open at the far side of the hallway, one that hadn't moved in years. Through it, you stepped into the room, carrying a flickering flashlight that cut through the gloom. You looked around cautiously, your boots scraping against the dusty floor, leaving fresh tracks among forgotten ones. Old signs hung crooked from the ceiling. Testing Wing B. Innovation Lab. Playcare entrance. The air was heavy, humming faintly with electricity, as though the whole building was holding its breath. From the shadows above, Kissy watched silently. Her bright eyes glowed faintly, twin reflections of the stranger's light. You froze, sensing movement, but saw nothing when you turned, only the faint sway of a pink ribbon disappearing behind a doorway. When you followed, the sound of your own heartbeat grew louder, and from somewhere deeper within the halls, a soft humming began, a tune that didn't sound human at all. Kissy slowly got up the courage to show herself to you and stepped out of the darkness towards where you were standing. She then tilted her head, a silent question, and for the first time in years, she reached out her hand. You followed Kissy Missy through forgotten rooms, each filled with whispers of the past. A shattered dollhouse, a child's drawing of a smiling toy, a blueprint labeled Experiment 1222, emotional prototype. In each room, you found something glowing, tiny fragments shaped like gears and glass petals. Each time Kissy picked one up, a soft hum filled the air. It was her song. faint, fragile, and full of longing. Sometimes, though, you would hear another voice, low, cold. It rumbled through the fence like thunder. She's not what she seems. You would turn, but Kissy was always just there, waiting patiently, her eyes filled with sorrow, not malice. She seemed afraid of the voice, even as she pressed on. But deeper you went, the stronger the humming became, and the more you wondered, what would happen if the heart were complete? At last, you reached a room lined with broken mirrors. In the center lay a heart, mechanical and radiant, made of rose gold metal and flickering lights. Kissy stepped forward, her hands trembling. You held up the final piece, and with a click and a hum, the heart came alive. The lights around you bloomed pink and gold, reflecting hundreds of Kissy's faces, each one smiling, crying, remembering. Kissy gasped, a sound like wind chimes breaking. Her eyes widened, growing brighter than ever before. Memories flooded back. Laughter, warmth, a promise to protect the ones she loved. And then, the pain of losing everything. She then turned to you, voice trembling for the first time in forever. Thank you for giving me back what they took. Her smile softened, bittersweet and warm. But now, Ryan, you must run before they take you too. The walls shook. Sparks rained from the ceiling as the factory began to groan awake. You stumbled towards the exit while Kissy stood at the threshold of shadow and light, her pink fur shimmering in the darkness. She pressed a hand to her chest, the new heart glowing softly beneath it. I'll keep them busy, she said quietly. That's what a heart is for, to protect. And then the door slammed shut between you. Outside, you collapsed under the dawn's light. The sky was gray, but for the first time, it felt alive. From far inside the factory, a gentle melody hummed. The same hum Kissy had sung while searching for a heart. Only now it was whole, hopeful, and just a little bit sad.